What's up? And let's welcome to the Talk About It. Let's Talk About It podcast where we talk about life, love, marriage, ministry, and money. Listen, I am super duper excited to have a guest with me on the show. I cannot wait to introduce you to her. But listen, as you get your pen, piece of paper, get ready to rock out with us online, on YouTube, wherever you are, inviting us in your home as we discuss some things that will be able to allow you to get unstuck and identify what is for your next. My goal is always to show you how to start, how to sustain, and how to scale, how to do something way different than you ever done before. So I cannot wait for you to hear this story. So make sure you get your pen, piece of paper, get ready to rock out with us as we talk about it at the Let's Talk About It podcast. Here we go. Let's grow.
We're learning life, embracing love, managing marriage, maneuvering in ministry, and managing money. Welcome to the Let's Talk About It podcast.
So I have an amazing guest, Lady Robin. Y'all have seen me rock out with her on social media. If you have not, go check out her page. She'll tell you more about it. She's also been on a lot of things within my YouTube where we have chopped it up and just kind of talked and chopped it up a little bit about life and all of that stuff and ministry. And she is my sister in Christ because she is a pastor's wife. Mm-hmm. Every pastor's wife to me is my sister in Christ. So she is a pastor's wife. And I am super duper excited to have her on here because she was a part of my BAM program in 2024. A part of my BAM program for 6 months. For 6 months, my very first one that I did for 6 months. But I'm gonna get you, Lady Robin, and tell them about yourself. Tell them a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, your church, all of that great stuff.
Okay, so my name is Lady Robin Lee McGee, and I hail from New Jersey. I am originally from Cliffwood, New Jersey, and I have since relocated once my husband became pastor in Red Bank, New Jersey. So he has been pastoring there for going on 9.5 years now. So we've been excited. We've been through the hills and the valleys. The hills and the valleys. You gotta rock with the hills and the valleys. You just gotta roll with it. So we are there, and we are just amazed at the things that God is doing there. I am the mother of 2 sons, Andre and Noah. And I'm excited to even share with you guys of what I went through in the BAM program. It was amazing. It was amazing. Sometimes you think you know, but you really don't know. You really don't know. And then sometimes you need people to bring things out for you. And then there's some things that are in there, but that gotta be pulled. You gotta get stretched. You gotta get stretched. You gotta get stretched. It might be in there, but sometimes you just need that confirmation from somebody else to say, "Hey, girl,
yeah,
it's in there."
Right, it's there. I want to ask you, what motivated you to even want to be a part of the BAM program?
Okay, so we throw around that word stuck a whole lot. Mm-hmm. And this girl was like cemented in. She was like, look, this is where I am, and I ain't going no further. However, I knew there is more for me. I know there's things God placed in me, but sometimes when you're afraid to do things, and my thing was fear of failure. Not just fear of failure, but fear of failing in front of people.
Right.
Because we all got somebody that's watching us that don't necessarily have good intention or good thoughts towards us. Those are not the people you want to fail in front of. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so sometimes it's hard to really get out there because, you're afraid of the ridicule and the mocking and the whispers and but it's all just chatter. It's all chatter. And, we're grown. We just got to get over that.
Right. That part.
To get unstuck and get over that. That's why I took the BAM program.
How did you find out about I know we talked about it before on one of your lives, True Talk. Shout out to True Talk.
All right, yes. In the house.
I love it. How did you even find out about the BAM program? How did you
Okay, so I'll go back to the beginning. Like I said, my husband was called to pastor, and I did not have, in my opinion, I did not have a first lady that I could say, hey, okay, this is what it's supposed to be. And so once I became a first lady, I had to go find my tribe. I had to go find somebody. And you know, you can find anything on YouTube and Facebook and all these groups. And so that is how I initially found you on Facebook. And then so I started following, I started stalking you.
Stop it.
I was low-key stalking you, like hiding in the shadows. You know how people do.
Yeah.
Just watching and gleaning, though. You know what I'm saying? Gleaning and learning and cracking up because you are hysterical. But while you're sharing wisdom, you still gonna laugh because yeah. But so that's the way I found you, and then through the connection of that, you know, just following you. That's how I saw. I think you had posted something about it. And
about it.
I jumped in.
I love it. So what was your experience while being in the 6 months? Because you went on the longest journey. Yep, that class, I think y'all gonna forever be near and dear to my heart. I don't know if I will ever do it again, but y'all are gonna forever be. Yeah, I'm like, woo, that was long. I had to take a sabbatical. But it was a good thing because we got to grow together. But what was your experience during that process of going?
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, I think you had to do that specifically for the group of women that you had in the group.
Okay.
You know, nothing's by happenstance.
Right.
You did it because God needed you to do that for us. The particular group that you had, we needed that.
That makes sense.
And so I believe that with my whole heart. And if not just for them.
Yes.
But my experience was, well, you know, I've shared with you before, and just to piggyback on what I said prior about the fear, and we were in that one particular class, and somebody was sharing, and I didn't identify. That's the word. I didn't identify with her particular issue that she went through, but I had my own issue.
Right.
And so while I was listening to her share, God spoke to me and told me, remember, I told you that I was addicted to fear.
Man.
And I will never in my life forget that. Not ever. So if that 6 months was just for that aha moment.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And so that was a big thing for me, because then I was like, I've never been really addicted to anything. And that's not something I want to be addicted to. So if I have to put one foot in front of the other and fall flat on my face in front of those naysayers and those haters and all of that, okay. But at least I tried. At least I put my best foot forward, and I did it.
Yeah.
And so my experience is growth.
Wow.
Growth and unfear. Is that a word? That's not a word, but unfear.
Yeah. You're no longer
fearful.
Yeah.
Because I know I have to do it. I just have to do it. I do it scared. If I'm scared, I gotta still do it.
Yeah, you do it afraid. I love it. Yeah. So tell me this: out of the 6 months, what was your? See, I love this authentic. Oh my God, like you're helping me even for. Anyway, I love this authentic conversation because it's helping me to even create now for my next class that's coming up in 2025. So I thank you so much for just being authentic.
You are welcome, because you gave me everything.
Out of the 6 months, what was the class? Because for those that don't know, I teach content, and I teach a journey from like getting from point A to point Z, right? I kind of teach you when you leave there, you're going to leave with something, right? And so what was the class or one of the topics that got you the most out of the 6 months, that even though you had your aha moment? Why? Because we also did sessions where we talked and we just kind of chopped it up on Mondays, right? And that's kind of, y'all got a chance to hear each other. And I think that's where you had one of your aha moments. Yeah. But what was your moment of watching that video and saying, oh my God, this is what I needed?
It was all of them.
She a mess.
No, I'm really serious. But this is why I say this. This is why I say, because truth be told, a lot of what you were teaching, it's like I was hiding that in, like I knew it. Like I could have I probably was telling other people.
Wow.
But I personally, have an issue with, like, I could be everybody's biggest cheerleader, biggest rah-rah, kick splits, all of it, cartwheels.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to me, not good enough.
Wow.
And I told you, for as long as I can remember, let me say this. I have been told, oh, you're so good at this. You're so good at this. Oh, you're the jack of all trades, the master of none.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't hear the first part. I only heard the last part.
Wow. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
My entire life. So I've always felt like, okay, but you're not good enough, because that's what that means. Master of none means you didn't master it, though. You could do it, but you didn't master it, meaning you're not good enough. And so that was another reason for all the fear, right? Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I'm capable, but I'm not, I can do it a little bit. Yeah. But not well enough to get paid, or not well enough for somebody to call me or want me or to use me or whatever. Yeah. So I think the revelations were, it was like so much confirmation for me. So much confirmation. Everything you were saying, I mean, all the notes, and believe me, every class, you would have been laughing at me, because every class I'm stopping. Okay, that was good. Let me write that. A 20-minute video was taking me like 45 minutes to an hour, because I would stop and I would take notes and I'll go again. Oh, wait. Let me write. Yeah. I was writing. And I do have my notes, but again, I was rushing, so I'm not prepared with it. No, you were fine. But everything that you were saying, I gleaned so much. And then the steps, because you were given steps, and that's a big one. Because you may know something, but you don't know how to do it. And so for me, that was pivotal, because but how do you do this? Okay, I know this is what I want. This is the end result that I want. But how do I get there from where I am now? How do I get to that space? And so that is a lot of how you helped me to say, okay, but you got to do this, 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 and this. And then I think too, when we talked about the building a team, and I was so, I remember me. I can do it. I don't want to talk. I don't want nobody. I don't want no team. I'm good. Right. But you kept saying you do have the team. You do have the team. Yep. And I was like, I don't have a team. I don't have a team. But now I'm seeing, like, as I'm sharing, because that was the other thing. I hold everything to myself, because I don't want to hear the negative, whatever. So I'm not going to tell nobody. If I'm going to do something, I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to do it by myself. Yeah. So, but now as I'm sharing, like, no, I'm going to do this. Yeah. I'm finding, hey, how can I help? Wow. I'm so proud of you. Wow. Oh, yeah. And I don't want to tax it. Like, I don't want nobody from the church doing nothing. Yeah. No, but yeah, what can I do? How can I help you? And even, and I was telling you, my friends even, no, what am I doing? What you need me to do? Yeah. They're gonna beat me up. Like, no, we're gonna help you. Right. We're gonna help you. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. So because it has been now, and I wanted to make sure I did this with all of you guys that were a part of the BAM program for the 6 months. So it is now the aftermath of the experience. We ended in June of 2024, and now we are almost at the end, because my goal for you guys was to be able to start something, something you never done, or start a business, write a book, whatever the case, whatever God gives you, nonprofit. And now we're going into October. So where are you now after the BAM program? I am. Okay, so well, I feel like I'm finna cry. I'm not even. Oh no! Okay, you make me cry.
Okay, I'm
We
sorry.
be crybabies.
Okay.
Okay. So, and this is the beautiful thing about you, because you just like you sitting right there, exact thing too. You sit there like, you just listen to us and let us talk and let us, and then, because let me tell you what. Now that you done said what you gonna say, now let me tell you what I see, right?
Right.
So what you said to me was a few things. But one of the things that you said was that you was about the True Talk, which was a platform that I already have. But in all honesty, I didn't even think bigger. It just, it just didn't even cross my mind. Yes. But now,
come on,
now we are going live in person. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. I cannot even wait. My whole dining room right now is boxes, paper, packages, and I'm telling you, UPS is here. One day UPS was here 4 times.
Oh my God,
that's pretty bad. Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, she has, and it's called True Talk.
True Talk Soiree, and it's on Facebook. So, and it's TRU, not. There's no E, just TRU. Yeah, and we come on. I only come on once a month. Well, actually, I've been coming on twice a month. But generally, it's every third Monday of the month, and we talk about all types of different topics. And so, my topic for the live.
So, y'all, wait before she go there, because I want you to know the journey. So she has the True Talk. It's been on social media, Facebook. And so during the band program, I do a session with all the ladies. I do one. It's a free session that they have with me. Actually, I do a couple. So I do a couple of sessions with them while they're on the journey with me, in individual one-on-one sessions. And so within this session, I was like, we kind of just, I love to cultivate and give more ideas to the things that you can do. And so I was like, why don't you make the show a live show in person? And at first I didn't think she was going to do it. And I was like, you can turn this into, this can be something that can also be for profit and for purpose. So you can turn it into that, to where it's able to really, really flourish into something that you would never, ever imagine. And so now, come November, her birthday, the 23rd, you thought I forgot, didn't you? November the 23rd, her talk show is going to be live in New Jersey. It's going to be live, and there are people that are showing up. Like, there's going to be a part of it. They're believing in what you're doing. So kind of tell us. I want to get them the journey of it.
Let me tell you, because you know what? And it's funny, because I really honestly caught it as soon as you said it. As soon as it came out of your mouth, I was like, I never even, I'm telling you, I never thought to go any further than exactly what it was. Once a month, whatever. And so as soon as it came out of your mouth, I was like, oh my God. I never thought of that. Why did I think of that?
Yeah, that's okay. That's why you got the band program.
Right, so exactly. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, well, all right, Lord, what are we doing with this? What we gonna do? And seasons just kept coming to me. Seasons. Wow. And I was like, seasons? I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just so excited. What seasons? I don't know. But anyway, it kept coming to me. I was like, okay, seasons it is. After about the 4th time, I was like, okay, there it is. Yeah. And so we're doing seasons. So I was like, okay, so now, okay, Lord, who's coming? Who's talking? Who's gonna be in this platform? Because you need somebody who's been through some things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so he was showing me people I didn't even know.
Wow.
I was like, okay. And so I dilly-dally, and I just wouldn't even try to reach out, because I did not know these people. And so I called somebody else. I tried to get somebody else. And she told me no.
Wow.
She wasn't meant to be there.
Right.
I was trying to get somebody. Let me try somebody I know. She's well capable, but at least I know her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't know these other people. I knew one of them, but I didn't know the other 2. And so I reached out. She was like, no, she couldn't come, whatever. And I was like, and I knew why. I said, yeah, because you didn't tell me the answer. That's why.
Right.
So I reached out to one of the women, and she quickly responded with a yes. And I was like, oh my.
Wow.
Like, I was so, oh my God, and she's the wife of a bishop, big in our,
Okay.
in New Jersey, matter of fact, out in the world, and I was like, oh my God, she said yes. It's so shocked and stunned. So she'll be here, and then and her name is Phyllis Hilliard, and she pastors with her husband. And then another woman who's very prominent in New Jersey, who I also did not know. And she said, and she's older woman. She said, "Do I know you?" I said, "No."
Oh my gosh.
He was just making me do things that I wouldn't have done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but she said yes as well. And I was just floored. I was like, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. And then one of my friends who's phenomenal, she's gonna be on it. But I tell my mother, I said, you in the wings, sister. So be ready.
Yeah.
God forbid somebody can't show for whatever reason.
Right.
But I have her on, on the back burner just in case, being prepared. But so I was like, I'm just so excited. Then my sister-in-law, Sherry McGee, she's gonna sing, and she sings with Donnie McClurkin and Mariah. So she'll be there, and she's gonna sing. And then I have a comedian who's hysterical.
So you have a full-out show.
I do.
I'm so proud.
I do.
Oh,
but I'm also gonna have I'm gonna feed them too. So
you're doing a whole time out.
Everything.
So you're doing a whole event.
The whole event. Yeah.
So y'all that was my moment of, we talked about this. Her doing event planning, because that is really her niche and what she does. And she didn't turn this. I'm thinking it was just a show. When I saw the flyer, I was like, okay, she doing all right. She did it. No, baby, you're doing a whole event.
Yeah.
So do you have a team?
I do. I have I don't know, maybe about 6 people helping me.
I need to come to New Jersey.
I got some musicians. I'm ready. Yeah.
Come on, Lady McGee.
And let me tell you, while it is going to be at the church,
okay,
I'm not using one single person from the church.
Wow.
I'm not using one. No, that's not true. I will be using their mics.
Right.
I will be using their mics.
Yeah.
But I'm using our speakers. My husband and I have our own speakers and soundboard and all that. Yes. All that stuff will be ours. But that's the only thing of theirs that we're using.
So is it open to the community? Is open to whoever?
I sold seats. They have to reserve their seats.
Okay.
And that's it. I think I have 18 seats left.
Okay. Oh, they're gonna be sold out. Yeah.
Yeah, I know everybody's waiting till the last minute.
Yeah, that's your last minute crew. Don't worry about them. They come.
Yeah.
That is so amazing.
Yeah, oh my God. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, every time the door, my son's room is over where the door is. And so every time I see him fly down the stairs, I know there's a package outside. I said, my husband, it's like Christmas.
A mess. So tell me this. Would you have ever thought before joining no? I
would have never. I don't think so. It wasn't even on my radar. It really was not. It was not on my radar.
Okay.
At all.
So I want to ask you this. This is my last question. I want to ask you this because I know, baby, we busy women. So I want to ask you, and I want you to enjoy your day because I know you was relaxing before we started.
I'm going back to the couch after this.
Right.
For the rest of the night. I know you can, but I could because I'm good.
So my question to you is, what I know you're getting ready for the event. I know, it's huge and it's major. So after that, what's next?
What's next? Okay. So we talked about Now you talking about scared and terrified. This right here is my happy space.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This whole True Talk thing, that, like you said, it's not even like work. It's so easy breezy, and I just love
it's
it.
Your
So
gift. It's your gift.
It's like nothing, right? It's like breathing to me. But now this next thing.
Okay.
This next thing. Okay, so we talked about the writing and that's my next. That's my next. I had that's gonna be hard though. But I had last week on Elder Carmen Davis Hall, and she has done several plays, and she just wrote her book. Is why she was on, and so she's going to
maneuver and
nudge me.
Okay, mentor you.
She's gonna nudge me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. She wait, and let me tell you what I didn't think about, but probably because I was so busy trying to, you do your first event, everything you got to buy fresh.
Yes.
Usually when I'm doing events for stuff, it's other people's stuff.
Right.
This is all got to be my stuff.
Right.
So, but one thing that I did not think about, I know I didn't want vendors, but she was like, "No, you got to have some merch," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even think about that." I mean, I had a T-shirt, but like I didn't think T-shirts, cups, whatever else. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know. So I'm gonna see at the end. At first, I got to make sure everything else is taken care of, and then But if not, just for the next one.
Right. Yeah. And then it could be available afterwards.
Yes.
With the logo and all that stuff, so it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for you. I wish I had the little drums, like I'm so excited for you. That is so amazing. And it is confirmation for me to not quit and for me to continue.
Don't quit. It's a whole bunch of me's out there. They need you, a whole bunch of you.
Right. I get it. Any last words why someone should be a part of, and I know you shared this before, but kind of be a part of the next class that's starting in January of 2025?
Yeah, that's an easy one. You know what? That's real easy. And I'm gonna say this. I was at a service yesterday. 3 services yesterday. I went to a service yesterday, and I think we had talked about that too. And the preacher said that the cemetery is the richest place in the world. The richest place in the world. Why is it the richest place in the world? Because so many dreams and businesses and books and everything else that could have been generating funds and money and ministering to people have died with those people that are buried.
That part. Because
of the fear or whatever the case was, or why they did not step out into what God placed within them. And so what I would say is don't get buried with you. Don't let your dream and your business and whatever it is, your nonprofit, your book, don't let it be buried with you.
Yes.
Because the fact of the matter is where we, like, for instance, those of us who may feel like they have a business in them. Okay, that might bring you some finances, but a business is a service.
Right.
So, which means it's for somebody else.
Right.
So when you don't do the thing that you're called to do, then somebody else can't be blessed by the gift that God gave you.
That part.
The gifts that He gives us are not for us. They're for somebody else. Just like the testimony is not for us, it's for somebody else. Yeah. And so if we're going to be our brothers and sisters keepers, then guess what?
That part.
We got to share our gift.
That's
we got
it.
to share our gift. We can't be stingy with the gifts, and I get that there's fear involved because I'm the number one former.
I love it.
I'm moving.
Yes.
I'm moving. And and I'm not moving at a fast pace. I won't say that. Can't bite off more than I can chew, that's for sure. You got to pace yourself, you got to make your plan, and you got to pray, you got to, you got to find your purpose first.
Yes.
But once you know what it is, whatever that thing is that just makes you so happy, so slap happy and silly. Yeah. There it is. And so you need to do it. And so if you can't find the strength to do it on your own, then this is why you need the band program. If you feel like you know what you want to do, but you don't know the steps to take, this is why you need the band program.
Yeah.
If you feel like you just need some guidance and some encouragement, that's why you need the band program. This will go on and on. There's just so many, there's the encouragement, there's the camaraderie, the wisdom that you're going to gain and glean. You just do it. That's all. Just do it. You gotta do it.
Just do it.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it because you know what? Because, and especially for those of us that are parents, if you sit around the house talking about, oh, I want to do such and such, and I want to do such and such, and your children are hearing this, but they're not seeing no movement in it. Mm-hmm. That's what, because they follow what we do. What I'm saying? They follow they mimic us. And so if we want our kids to be successful and go out there and be go-getters and follow their dreams, then we have to do ours.
There you go.
We have to follow ours. And if we need some help, it's okay. It's okay. That's why we have Lady Tonya's out there, because some of us need some help. Right.
I love it. I thank you. I'm excited about your journey. I watch whenever I can, man. And that Bishop Harden has me busy. He calling right now, like, come back to work. But I was like, I wanted to make sure that I sat with you guys and just kind of give another insight of what this program is about, and to get others to come and go on the journey of getting unstuck. I just want to see women win. That's it. Like, to hear your wins, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Now, when that play happened, baby, I'm Bishop Harden finna buy me a ticket to New Jersey. You understand me? I'm coming to New Jersey. So as soon as it drops, make sure I'm putting it on my calendar. However, you should email or something or text me or something, because you got everybody don't got my number.
You will know. You will know.
My number,
believe me.
Yeah, so text me and let me know. But I'm definitely coming. I want to come. Everything in my power, if the Lord give me the breath, I want to come to that, because I know that's gonna be your baby, and that's gonna. But this next thing coming up,
that's terrifying.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I want to come to that one, because that's gonna scare you. I want to, because that one. I always say this: anything that I've done has been the band program. I was like, what? No. Who? I'm from Texas. No way. And when I look at it now, it scared me into success, where it's gaining more opportunities than I ever would have thought. So why not be scared into success, that you're able to go into places and do things you've never done before. So with that being said, I thank you so much, Lady Robin, for rocking out. I'm going to get you to stay on for a second, but rocking out with me, being a part of the band program, and sharing your experience with us on today and being a part of that. Listen, let's talk about it. Everybody podcast is a part. Thank y'all so much. Season 2, man, I cannot believe. Lady McGee, you're my third person for season 2. So I thank you for being a part of it and being a part of this vision, this dream. And I pray someone was blessed from the experience. Go to my website, TonyaHarden.com, to be a part of the band program. Lady McGee, tell them where they can find you, your links, all that stuff, where you are, where True Talk is.
So this is what I'm going to say. This is where I'm bad at social media. However, I do have the True Talk Soiree Facebook page. And again, I post things on there every day. And then we're live on every third Monday of the month. And then I do have also the True Talk Soiree Instagram and YouTube, which honestly I have not been using. But that's part. Look, I got somebody coming this week to help me though with that. So I'm trying to do some things. I'm trying.
There you go. That's it. That's all you can do.
Baby steps, but steps.
There you go. Baby steps, but steps. Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna have her link below so that you can go and follow her as soon as this drops. I thank y'all so much for rocking out, being a part. If you don't remember anything else, remember this: you are a product of God's grace and mercy. When you see yourself through God's eyes and not people, stay blessed in all that you do. Bye-bye.